Hey nerds! In this video we're talking about Google Play Pass, basically Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, but for Android. iOS has its own thing, but let's be real, we're here for Android. Now, console players, they have it easy. They're not getting hit with an ad every 5 seconds. They're not in the middle of an intense level, only to get interrupted by some random mobile game ad screaming, "Only 1% can beat this level." Console gamers pay once, or maybe for some DLC, and they just play. Meanwhile, mobile gamers, we're out here watching forced ads every time we blink. That's where Google Play Pass comes in. No ads, no pay-to-win nonsense, just premium, console-like gaming on your phone. And in this video, we're checking out some of the best Play Pass games, featuring graphics ranging from PS2 classics to near PS4 quality visuals. So, get back, relax, and enjoy the video. So, kicking off our list at number 25 is Mindcell. I really like this game because it's a cool mix of hand combat and guns, making for some exciting gameplay. The graphics aren't super fancy, they remind me of PlayStation 2 days, but the story is intriguing. You play as a character trying to escape a dystopian world while uncovering the mysteries of your identity. One thing to note is that the game's language is in Russian, with the UI in English. So if you're not Russian, you might find it tricky to follow the story. It's interesting, but not the best, which is why it landed at number 25 on my list. At number 24, we have Slaughter the Lost Outpost. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this one. First off, the graphics. Wow. It's almost PlayStation 3 quality, which, after playing Mindcell, felt like going from a flip phone to a smartphone. It's from the same developer, but looks way better. The combat is solid, with tons of weapons and intense action. The story is actually interesting, but yeah, it's in Russian. So unless you speak Russian, you might feel like you're watching a foreign film without subtitles. But don't worry, you'll still get the gist of it. Overall, it's a massive upgrade from Mindcell and totally worth playing. At number 23, we have Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, a game designed to test your patience or completely destroy it. You play as a guy stuck in a pot using a hammer to climb ridiculous obstacles. Sound simple? Nope. One wrong move, and you're falling all the way back down. If you have a high temper, don't even try this, unless you want to break your phone. Or better yet, play it on a cheap phone so at least the damage won't hurt your wallet too. At number 22, we have The School White Day, a horror game that proves schools can be way scarier at night. You're trapped in a haunted school, solving puzzles while avoiding creepy ghosts and a janitor who clearly takes his job way too seriously. The atmosphere is top-notch, with dark hallways and eerie sounds that keep you on edge. The story is pretty interesting, and there are multiple endings based on your choices. If you like psychological horror with some solid scares, this one's worth checking out. Just don't play it alone at night. At number 21, we have Rush Rally 3, one of the best racing games on mobile. The graphics are surprisingly good, almost console-like, and the controls feel super smooth. Whether you're drifting through dirt tracks or speeding on asphalt, the driving physics are on point. There's also a career mode, time trials, and online multiplayer, so there's plenty to keep you hooked. If you love rally racing, this game is a must-try. Just don't blame me if you end up addicted. At number 20, we have Fractal Space HD, a first-person puzzle adventure that gives off serious Portal vibes. You wake up in a mysterious space station, and your only way out is by solving mind-bending puzzles using a jetpack and a laser gun. The graphics are really impressive, and the atmosphere makes you feel completely alone in space. The story is intriguing, with some unexpected twists along the way. If you love puzzle games that challenge your brain, this one's a must-play. Just be prepared for moments where you question your own intelligence. At number 19, we've got Riptide GP Renegade. And I have to say, this game is a wild ride. It's not just about racing. It's about pulling off insane stunts, dodging cops, and riding waves that actually feel alive. The water physics are some of the best I've seen, and the graphics? Easily PS4 quality. Every race feels intense, especially when you're neck and neck with opponents fighting for that last boost. I had an absolute blast playing this, though I won't lie, crashing mid-air and watching my rider faceplant into the water never stops being hilarious. At number 18, we have The Sun Key of Heaven, a brutal post-apocalyptic RPG where survival is anything but easy. The world is massive, filled with bandits and mutants, and the gunplay feels solid. The graphics are impressive, with a dark, gritty atmosphere that really sells the Wasteland vibe. If you love tough survival RPGs, this one's worth checking out. At number 17, we have Tempest, Pirate Action RPG. And if you've ever wanted to live the pirate life, this game delivers. You get to sail the open seas, engage in epic naval battles, and hunt for treasure. The best part? The graphics are stunning. Easily PS4 quality, making every island and ocean view feel alive. There's tons of customization for your ship, and the RPG elements add depth to the adventure. If you're into pirates, this one's a must-play. Just don't blame me if you start talking like Jack Sparrow. At number 16, we have Mental Hospital 4, and let me tell you, this game is pure nightmare fuel. You're stuck in an abandoned asylum, armed with nothing but a camera, while creepy creatures lurk in the shadows. The atmosphere is insanely tense, with dark hallways, eerie sounds, and jump scares that will make you question your life choices. The graphics are surprisingly good, adding to the horror. If you love terrifying survival horror games, this one's a must-play. Just don't play it alone at night. Or do, if you like suffering. At number 15, we have Last Hope 3, Sniper Zombie War. And if you love blasting zombies in the head, this one's for you. It's a mix of sniper action and fast-paced shooting, with some really satisfying gun mechanics. The graphics are solid, and the slow-motion headshots never get old. There's a campaign mode, boss fights, and even a story. Though let's be real, we're here to take down zombies in the most epic way possible. If sniping undead hordes sounds fun, give this one a shot. Literally. At number 14, we have Samurai 2nd, Vengeance, an action-packed hack-and-slash game that makes you feel like a true warrior.
He is a legendary warrior. A samurai without a master, driven by his thirst for vengeance.
The combat is fast, fluid, and brutally satisfying with stylish swordplay and epic finishers. The cel-shaded graphics give it a unique, anime-like look, and the levels are filled with enemies just waiting to be cut down. If you love samurai games with intense action, this one's a must-play. Just be ready to slice through everything in your path like a total badass. At number 13, we have Slaughter 3: The Rebels, and I swear this game throws you straight into madness. I'm running through a city filled with maniacs, and everyone wants me dead. Great. The shooting feels amazing, the AI actually fights back, and the hand-to-hand combat? Brutal. The atmosphere is dark, the tension is real, and honestly, I've never reloaded my gun this fast in my life. Every corner feels like a new ambush, and at this point, I'm just hoping I make it out alive. At number 12, we have Lumino City, and this game is pure art. No, seriously. The entire world is handcrafted from real paper, cardboard, and lights, and it looks absolutely stunning. I got so distracted just admiring the details that I almost forgot there were puzzles to solve. The gameplay is a mix of exploration and clever brain teasers, all wrapped in a heartwarming story. If you love unique puzzle adventures with gorgeous visuals, this one's an experience you won't forget. At number 11, we have Dead Cells. But seriously, do I even need to talk about this game? It's on PS5, PC, Switch, mobile. At this point, I half expect it to be playable on a microwave. But let me tell you, this game does not play fair. It's fast, unforgiving, and every time I think I've mastered it, it humbles me in the worst way. The combat is buttery smooth, the enemies are relentless, and the upgrades make every run feel different. I came for the action, but I stayed for the pain, and I'd do it all over again. At number 10, we have El Hijo, a Wild West tale, a stealth game that proves you don't need guns to be a badass. You play as a young boy whose mother leaves him at a monastery for safety, but he refuses to stay put. So what does he do? He sneaks out, determined to find her using nothing but shadows, gadgets, and pure wit to outsmart bandits and monks. The journey takes you through deserts, towns, and outlaw hideouts. all beautifully crafted with a warm Western art style. The stealth gameplay is surprisingly intense, because let's be real, getting caught as a kid feels way worse than in any action game. If you love a good story-driven stealth adventure, this one's a hidden gem. At number 9, we have Riptide GP2, the game that made me realize jet ski racing is way more intense than I thought. The water physics are smooth, the controls feel tight, and pulling off mid-air stunts for boost never gets old. It's a bit more arcade style than Riptide GP Renegade, but it still delivers high-speed action with great tracks and fun challenges. At number 8, we have Niffelheim, a Viking survival game where the afterlife is anything but peaceful. Instead of Valhalla, I'm stuck gathering resources, crafting weapons, and fighting off the undead. The hand-drawn art gives it a dark, gritty look, and the survival mechanics are brutal. If you love a challenge, this one won't disappoint. Just be ready to struggle. At number 7, we have Space Marshals 3, a game that makes me feel like a space cowboy with actual brain cells. This isn't your typical run-and-gun shooter. Stealth, cover, and strategy actually matter. One wrong move, and you'll get shredded by enemies who don't mess around. The sci-fi meets Wild West setting is awesome. The gunplay is super satisfying, and the variety of weapons and gadgets keeps things interesting. If you like tactical shooters where thinking before shooting actually helps, this one's a must-play. At number 6, we have Titan Quest, a game that takes me straight back to the golden age of action RPGs. It's like Diablo, but instead of demons, you're taking down mythical beasts from ancient Greece, Egypt, and beyond. The combat is deep, the loot system is addictive, and the world feels massive. Plus, the mobile version plays surprisingly well for a game originally made for PC. If you love classic hack-and-slash RPGs with a mythological twist, this one's an absolute gem. Just be ready to lose hours grinding for that perfect gear. At number 5, we have Legend of the Skyfish 2, and wow, this game is beautiful. The hand-painted art style makes every area feel like a storybook come to life. But don't let the charming look fool you. There's plenty of action here. Instead of a sword, you use a grappling hook to fight enemies, solve puzzles, and swing across dangerous terrain. It's a fun twist that keeps the gameplay fresh. Though I have to admit, using a fishing rod as a weapon makes me feel like the world's most aggressive fisherman. At number 4, we have Reckless Getaway 2, a game that's pure chaos. It's not just racing, it's escaping, dodging cops, and causing as much destruction as possible. The physics make every chase unpredictable, and before you know it, you've spent an hour crashing into everything. If you love wildcard chases, this one's a must-play. Just don't expect to drive safely ever again. At number 3, we have Fury Unleashed. And let me tell you, this one is my personal favorite. I've spent way too many hours playing it, and honestly, I have no regrets. The game makes me feel like I'm tearing through the pages of a comic book, with every level playing out like an action-packed panel. The gunplay is smooth, the melee combat is brutal, and chaining kills into a massive combo streak is just chef's kiss. The roguelike elements keep every run fresh, and no matter how many times I get sent back to the start, I keep coming back for more. It's fast, it's intense, and it's just pure fun. At number 2, we have Very Little Nightmares, and this game is equal parts creepy and beautiful. It's a prequel to Little Nightmares, with an isometric puzzle adventure style. The eerie atmosphere, clever puzzles, and stunning art keep you on edge the whole time. If you love games that feel like a nightmare you can't escape, this one's for you. And finally, at number 1, we have Wall of Insanity, a game that completely pulled me in with its dark atmosphere and intense combat. It's a third-person shooter with horror elements, and every corner feels like something is waiting to take me out. The shooting is tight, the enemy designs are creepy, and the world just oozes dread. If you love action horror games that keep you on edge, this one's a must-play. Just don't expect to sleep peacefully after. And there you have it, 25 incredible Play Pass games, each offering something unique. Games aren't just about passing time. They challenge us, frustrate us, and sometimes even leave a lasting impact. Whether you're battling monsters, solving puzzles, or just trying not to smash your phone. Yeah, I'm still talking about getting over it. Every game tells its own story. But in the end, the best game is the one that keeps you coming back. Let me know which one that is for you. And hey, if you enjoyed this, stick around, because the adventure never really ends.